HubSpot is supposed to be a marketing machine that grows your business, but too many marketing teams get caught up in its complexities to actually see ROI. But by the end of this video, that will be a frustration of the past because you'll know exactly how to use HubSpot's marketing emails, forms, and CTAs to attract and convert your traffic. Hey everyone, welcome back to our Marketing Hub Masterclass. And if you've been following along, you have just mastered contact and database management in Chapter 3. And with that solid foundation, everything is about to pay off big time because today we're building your lead generation machine using HubSpot's 3 core inbound tools to attract visitors, convert them into leads, and then nurture them through the entire buyer's journey. In this chapter, we are going to cover email marketing from basic campaigns to automated nurture sequences, forms to capture leads effectively, and calls to actions or CTAs to guide user behavior. So guys, first up, we have email marketing, and email marketing is not dead. Most businesses are just doing it wrong. While everyone's chasing the latest trend, some companies are quietly winning, making $36 for every $1 they spend on emails. HubSpot's email tools can help you get there, and we're about to show you exactly how. So HubSpot gives you 3 ways to reach your audience via email, and picking the right one makes all the difference. So to get started, we're going to head to marketing, then click email, then create email in the top right. First, we have regular emails. These are standard one-time broadcast emails. Think product launches, sale announcements, or one-off company updates. You'll need to choose the list of recipients, then either send it immediately or schedule it to be sent at a specific date and time. And here's a real example. A software company is finally launching their new feature that customers have been requesting, and they create an email with the subject, "The integration you've been asking for is here." And then they schedule it to send Tuesday morning to all their current subscribers. Same message, same time to everyone on their product announcement list. So this is a perfect feature for company releases or company news that affects everyone equally. Next up, there are automated emails. This is marketing on autopilot. Automated emails are typically used for longer nurture campaigns, sending leads a series of automated emails over a set period of time. This is a great feature to handle the heavy lifting for your team, and we'll dive into some more of the specifics in some of those advanced features. And then finally, we have blog or RSS emails. Every time you publish a blog post, subscribers will get an email with the new content. So this is a set it and forget it type of situation. So a real example here is if you're subscribed to an agency's blog. Thursday morning, they publish why your leads aren't converting and how to fix them. This blog will be emailed to you directly and automatically will hit your subscribers' inboxes. No manual work for your agency, and valuable insights are delivered to you. This is perfect for businesses with regular thoughts and blog launches. Once you choose the email type, here is how to create and send them. So while there is a classic editor, we recommend using HubSpot's drag and drop editor. This is your best friend to easily create and launch emails without a developer. So the drag and drop editor, it lets you select from various templates and customize them, adding or modifying elements like text blocks, images, buttons, and dividers. If you're looking for different designs or elements to put into your emails, you can find other templates on the HubSpot templates marketplace. Or if you do want to invest in a developer, you can have a developer build custom templates just for you. Next is configuring your settings and sending. So remember, people buy from people. So having your sender name be marketing team or read no reply screams corporate spam. So we recommend using your actual name or your company name with a person attached, like Sarah from Tech Corp or just Sarah Miller. The same principle applies to your from address. Sarah at techcorp.com beats marketing at every single time. And if someone does hit reply, make sure they can actually reach a real person to get them some help. In moving into your subject line, so remember, its number one job is to get your email open, and that's it. There are free tools like ISLTWP or Mailmeter to test your subject line for free, and you can test adding into your subject line personalized tokens to help increase open rates. And something super important that most businesses forget is the preview text. So think about the preview text as a second subject line. It is your next chance to grab your prospect's attention and get an open. So use these 35 to 50 characters to continue a thought or add context. For example, your subject line is "Your proposal expires tomorrow." Then the preview text could be "Need 10 minutes to discuss the details?" This only takes 30 seconds to write, but it increases open rates by 8 to 30% when done right, but most businesses just don't do it. Now, when you're ready to send, you'll pick your recipients list and individual contacts. We recommend excluding those unengaged contacts because these are people who haven't opened your emails in the last 3 to 6 months. So continuing to send them emails can actually hurt your sender reputation, which means your emails start landing in spam for everyone else. To send a regular email, you can either send it immediately or schedule it for later. Now, if you do have customers across different time zones, use the send based on a contact's time zone option. Sending at 9 a.m. their time versus 9 a.m. your time means a world of a difference between getting read or getting buried under their pile of afternoon emails. So the adjusted send time feature prevents your emails from getting lost when everyone schedules their campaigns for the same popular time slots. It spreads out delivery by a few minutes, so your message doesn't have to compete with 5 other newsletters hitting their inbox at the exact same 10 a.m. Now, moving into some more advanced features for you HubSpot marketing pros. First up, we have A/B testing. Now, A/B testing, it is only available for professional and enterprise marketing accounts. It lets you create 2 versions of your email, whether it be different subject lines, content, or CTAs, and then sends each version to a small portion of your list. Then HubSpot will automatically choose a winner and send it out to everyone else. Here's a real scenario. Let's say you're launching a new service. Version A subject line is "Introducing our new consulting package." Version B, "How we helped Tech Corp save $50,000 in 6 months." Then HubSpot handles the heavy lifting of picking a winner. Over time, these small improvements add up significantly, equaling better open rates and click rates. Now, as promised, let's touch on how to use automated emails. Remember, these aren't just single emails, they're an entire sequence that adapt based on how people interact with them. So an example workflow here. Let's say someone downloads your ebook. Email 1 is sent immediately. Here's your ebook. Then there can be 2 different branches in your automation. If they opened up your first email, 3 days later, they will be sent a second email with the subject line "Questions about implementation." But if they didn't open your first email, they're sent a variant of email 2, which might read, "Did you get a chance to review the ebook?" Then, based on if they open or click your emails, they'll be directed to the next email in your nurture sequence. And this is how smart businesses use data to adapt the conversations they have with their prospects and customers to really capitalize on every single interaction. Now, before finishing this section, we have to address some key compliance and best practices for emailing. As previously mentioned, we recommend immediately removing your unengaged contacts so your domain doesn't get poisoned. And as well, when someone unsubscribes, legally, they have to be removed from your marketing emailing, so make sure to do that. Now, the easiest way to quickly clean up unsubscribes and your marketing contacts is by setting up a workflow to handle this heavy lifting. So here is exactly how you do that. So here's what we do. Using filters in an active list, when a contact unsubscribes, they're immediately removed from marketing lists. Then the contact is enrolled into a workflow and they're set as a marketing contact. This is a super simple yet effective way to save time and stay compliant. Now guys, breaking can spam rules can cost you $43,792 per email, and that is not a typo. Luckily, HubSpot handles most of this automatically, but here are the basics that you need to know. So, your from name and email address, they must be accurate. Your subject lines can't be misleading. You have to include your physical address in the footer, which luckily HubSpot does automatically add for us. And lastly, you have to make unsubscribing easy. One click, not a maze of different options. If you want to read up on the full act, scan our QR code here on the screen and make sure to head to the Federal Trade Commission. If you're in the United States or if you're in another country, make sure to check your country's regulations. Well, guys, that concludes all things HubSpot email. So it is time for us to jump right into forms. Let's get into it. So forms are your main tool for turning anonymous website visitors into actual leads by collecting their information. HubSpot Forms Builder is designed to be both flexible and work seamlessly with your CRM. And the great thing is they can be embedded into other CMSs like WordPress. So guys, let's navigate to marketing and then forms to access the form builder and follow this process. First, pick your starting point. It can either be a template or a blank canvas. Either works here. Then name it clearly. Make sure to use something that your team will easily recognize in 6 months. So sales 2025 Q4 pricing guide always beats new form copy too. Once you have added your fields, map them to the correct HubSpot property. Next, audit your fields. So remember that every extra field can cost you 5 to 7% on your conversions. So if your goal is to get as many leads as possible, keep it lean. But if your goal is to actually disqualify people and only get super qualified leads who fill in your form, then I would recommend adding some additional fields. Add security features like reCAPTCHA to keep out spam and keep your database nice and clean so sales isn't calling robots. And finally, make it look professional. It doesn't have to win any sort of design awards, but it shouldn't look like it's a form from 2025 either. There are a lot of advanced features that HubSpot has, but here are the 3 that actually move the needle for our clients. First up is smart pre-population. If someone's already in your CRM, you can pre-populate your forms to increase conversions. Next is campaign tracking. Make sure to connect your forms to specific campaigns so you know which marketing efforts are actually working or which might need a little bit more help. And lastly, we recommend using lifecycle stage setup. So if a new contact is created from a form fill, set their lifecycle stage and lead object status with a workflow to maintain data quality and save your sales team a heap of time on the back end. Now, you can break down longer forms into 2 to 3 steps when you need more than just a basic contact info, but you don't want to kill conversion rates. When done right, you'll see 15 to 25% better completion. And we've actually done this ourselves for our own marketing campaigns. This took us from a 30% conversion rate with poorly qualified leads to a 50% conversion rate with only getting super high quality leads for our sales team. Then, using conditional logic, you can display different fields based on previous answers. So, for example, if you ask, what is your biggest marketing challenge? And then they choose lead generation, you can show additional fields like asking their current lead volume and conversion rates. Or if they select customer retention on the form, you skip the lead generation questions and instead ask them about their current customer lifecycle programs. Manual follow-up is where leads go to die. So make sure your leads never slip through the cracks by doing this one thing. Always start automation from a form submission. Prospects expect immediate results, and your sales team shouldn't be manually going through form fills to see who to call next. So all you have to do is set up a workflow that gets triggered from a form submission. You can immediately send them the ebook they opted in for or send them a meeting confirmation. Then set the relevant HubSpot properties to maintain quality for data and notify your sales team of the next steps that they should be taking. Now, once your forms are created and configured, you can add your form directly to your HubSpot website and landing pages, to outside pages like your WordPress website, or you can add it to a standalone page for quick deployment on specific campaign usage. If you are using outside tools like WordPress, make sure to set up the tracking code to get all the analytics that you're going to need. And guys, that is everything you need to know about forms. So let's jump into another great tool called CTAs. Calls to actions, or CTAs, are a fundamental tool for marketing teams. CTAs are buttons you can put in emails, on landing pages, or on other digital assets to entice a prospect to take the next action in the buying journey. Each CTA type serves as a specific purpose and performs differently based on your offer and audience. When marketers use a great CTA, lead generation can increase by 3 to 5 times with the same traffic volume. So let's break down the different types of CTAs and their use cases. First up, we have embedded buttons and banners. These live directly within your content and really feel natural to the user's experience. These are great uses throughout your blogs, posts and articles, on website and product pages, and in your email campaigns. Next up, we have pop-up CTAs. These appear as an overlay on windows of your content. When they're well-designed, timely, relevant, and personalized, they can achieve significantly higher conversion rates than those average static CTAs because they demand your prospect's attention. And these types of CTAs are best for high-value offers like free consultations or major discounts, exit intent scenarios for capturing those visitors right before they leave your page, and time-sensitive promotions. Finally, you have slide-in CTAs. This is your nice middle ground here, right? So this is a slide-in from the corner of your screen, offering visibility without completely interrupting the reading experience. These are perfect for your newsletter signups, content upgrades, and non-urgent offers. Now, here's how to match CTA to purpose. If you want to direct traffic from your website's homepage to a specific service page, use an embedded Learn More CTA. If you have a high-ticket demo, use a pop-up with qualification questions. And let's say you have a newsletter and you want to generate signups. Use a slide-in CTA to collect people's information. Now, your CTA design, from color, size, wording, and placement, also dramatically impact conversions. And here is what we have seen work really, really well. So let's talk about contrast. Your CTA button should be a contrasting color to the rest of your page so it stands out for your audience. Next, size. Make it big enough to see on mobile, so it's what we call thumb-friendly. Then the copy, use short and simple text that is focused on driving action. And placement. Add your CTAs above the fold for high intent visitors and below the fold to direct them to other content. Now, what if you want different client personas to see different CTAs? This is where HubSpot's awesome display logic and targeting come into play. So you can choose to display a CTA based on specific URLs or to specific visitor segments based on known information in your CRM. This can be things like their lifecycle stage, membership list, persona, industry, or behavior. Exclusion rules can also prevent CTAs from showing up on certain pages or to certain visitors. You can also configure CTAs to appear based on a specific visitor action, such as after scrolling a certain percentage of a page, on exit intent after a set amount of time has elapsed, or after a period of inactivity. Finally, display frequency controls how often a CTA is shown to a visitor after they've seen it or dismissed it. You can choose to not show it again, show it after a set time, or show it on every visit if triggered. Now, here's where everything comes together. The power of HubSpot's Marketing Hub tools really come alive when they're used together. So, your landing page hosts forms to capture lead data. Forms feed data directly into your CRM. Emails nurture those leads, and CTAs drive visitors to content, informational pages, or another conversion point. And guys, just like that, you have mastered 3 core inbound conversion tools of HubSpot's Marketing Hub. These tools form the foundation of your lead generation system, but foundations need organization and traffic to convert into actual leads. So, in our next chapter, chapter 5, we will cover how you can make these inbound tools work together by using campaigns, events, SMS, and buyer intent features. Guys, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you feel like you're paying a lot for HubSpot but aren't seeing results, if you want to use HubSpot's full potential to scale your business, but you just don't have the time to do it yourself, book a free consultation today. At On The Fuse, we have helped over 1,000 businesses turn HubSpot from a cost into a money-making machine. We specialize in helping busy teams maximize HubSpot for 1/3 the cost of hiring. Book your free consultation today to turn HubSpot into your most profitable investment. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.